Welcome everyone to another beer review with ShredMaster Scott. Tonight we are again imbibing the Dark Dungeon of Fears here at Alex's abode, and we're going to be looking at Heineken Light for our beer review. So, to give us some more stats on the beer, I've got a couple of people helping out. We got Brittany from California, and we've got Bradley from New Zealand, close to the land down under, but not quite. So, Brittany, why don't you give us some stats on the beer here?
Sure, I'd be happy to. So, Heineken Light is a pale lager. It's made in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam, and it has an ABV of 3.2%, and there's 96 calories per bottle. And just to give you a little bit more information about the beer, it's brewed in the same high-quality tradition as the original Heineken, but lighter in taste and with fewer calories and carbohydrates.
Okay, excellent. So with that in mind, I can't wait to crack this thing open and see what we got.
Let's go.
Yeah. So let's. I'm going to get my cast iron beer cracker out here, and let's bust this shit open. So here we go. All right, Brad, let's get you rolling here. Excellent, brother. Brittany.
Thank you.
You got it. Okay. So let's pour this thing and see what's going on here. Okay, we got a nice light yellow color so far. Yeah. Feel free to pour the whole thing in there, Bradley. Get that.
Just go for it.
This is America. That's how we do it.
Yeah, this is America, brother. That's all right. Okay, so let's take a look at the aroma, guys. What I'm seeing here so far is we've got some light carbonation coming up from the bottom of the glass. Okay, so let's have a look at the appearance here. Quickly dissipating white head, small carbonation coming up from the bottom of the glass.
Thank you, Christian.
Thank you, Christian.
Sorry.
Let's have a look at the aroma. Ready, guys? Let's have a smell here. Okay, we get I get a lot of cereal grains, a light skunkiness from I think the malt again is where that's coming from. Not a tremendous amount of complexity in the aroma, but smells like a typical lager with a slight skunkiness. So, anything else you guys pick up on the nose there?
No, it just smells like a typical lager, really.
Okay.
It doesn't smell any different than. It doesn't smell strong. Anyway.
Yeah. Exactly.
There's nothing too special.
No.
It's just kind of
Excellent. Beautiful New Zealand accent. I love it. So, okay. With that being said, guys, yeah, a lot of cereal grains, slight skunkiness on the nose. I can't wait to dig in and try this thing and see what we got, guys. You ready?
Let's go.
Here we go. Cheers. Skull.
Cheers.
All right. Okay. Follows the nose pretty closely. Yeah, a lot of just that grainy taste, and yeah, a slight like overripe sensation on the taste. It's fairly close to what I pick up in the aroma.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
I'd agree. Though it's not overly flavorful. It's just a very light.
It's not. Yeah.
Light on the palate.
It's not anything what you're not expect. I think it's kind of just. It is what it is, and I'd give it about a C minus.
Yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll get to that. We'll get to that, Bradley. But yeah, like
I agree though.
it's a
not
fairly
like
face value.
Yeah.
Face value assessment
Yes.
is fair. Yeah.
Absolutely.
And that's perceptive. I agree
And
with that.
it's not terrible. It's definitely drinkable. You know, it's a nice light sort of.
Absolutely,
You know,
I would agree with
on a
that.
hot day, it goes down easy.
It has a
but-
lot of sessionability. I mean, this is a beer that you could, can have one after another on the right day for sure.
Yeah,
So,
it'd probably become like water after 3 or 4.
yeah, it has a certain refreshing quality. Let's have another sip. See what we got. Yeah, really, the complexity is limited. just basically, yeah, you get some of those cereal grains up front, and just a slightly, once again, I'd reiterate, like a slightly overripe quality in some of the ingredients. It's almost as if they're somewhat expired or past due, just slightly overripe. But it's something that, it's not offensive, and it's something that you could drink, on a session basis. It's not bad.
It's not bad.
For the style. So, tell you what, guys, we're going to sip on this for a while and gather our final thoughts and grade, and we'll return with our verdict on the Heineken Light. See you soon.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Head retention is abysmal. I can tell you right off the bat. I got the worst out of everyone, and I poured it aggressively. Maybe that was my problem.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, you did better than me. Bradley did
I got a
better
bit
than
of
me.
froth at the top.
Yeah, you got a little bit like abysmal head retention, zero lacing. Lacing is like the head that's left on the side of the glass. We get zero lacing. Yeah. So anyway. Welcome back, guys. We're here imbibing in the dungeon, Dark Dungeon of Fears, that is. And we've been drinking on the Heineken Light, gathering our final thoughts and views on this beer. As you can see, the head retention is quite abysmal. It really hasn't stuck around at all. It's retained kind of, we didn't even talk about the color earlier. It's kind of a diluted yellow, watery color here, and we've just been kind of sipping on it here. We're going to give you our final thoughts here. So, for me, this beer is kind of one-dimensional. It doesn't have a lot of layers in terms of its complexity. Really, it's got that kind of grainy flavor up front and slightly skunky taste, and that's kind of about it. It is something that you can drink over the course of an evening because it has a lot of consistency and a light body to it. So it does have a fair amount of sessionability. But for me, guys, yeah, its appearance is just not that appealing. The complexity of flavor, the depthness of the body, it just doesn't really go that far. So for me, this is going to get a 62. So Bradley, why don't you take it away? What do you think of this beer? What's your final rating?
Final rating? I kind of agree with what you said. I'll probably give it, say, out of 100, I suppose a 65. The only reason I'm even being that generous is because it is what it appears. So it's this type of beer it is, you know what you're getting when you drink it.
Yeah, absolutely. I would totally agree with that.
It's light. You drink enough of them, you're probably going to get drunk. But if it went for the color, you'd probably be drinking water. It's that weak. But I mean,
it is awfully low in the ABV though.
Yeah.
Is it like 3.2%? That is awfully low.
But
yeah.
I mean,
a lot of beers.
It's good for what it is. You know what it's going to be when you drink it. So if you need to drive home, we got work the next day or whatever, you order, I suppose, a Heineken Light.
Yeah, absolutely. That's coming from the brother from New Zealand, so he knows his shit.
That's right.
They got the Nelson Sauvin hops from there, which I'm a big fan of, the tropical fruit hops. So, Brittany, why don't you give us a quick synopsis of what you think of this beer?
Yeah, I think it's not a very complex beer. It's clearly one-dimensional.
Certainly.
It's light. That being said, it's easy to drink. It goes down easily. You can have several of them. For me personally, I like that, to be able to have one flavor to just sip on all night, and it's not overpowering,
yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So for that, I guess I would actually score this a little bit higher. I'd give it a 70, knowing that it's not the most complex or flavorful of beers, but it's decent to drink.
Yeah. Awesome. Okay, so guys, that's our review of the Heineken Light. Be sure to let us know what you think of this beer if you've had it. Leave us some comments. And for
Happy
ShredMaster
drinking.
Scott's beer reviews, we're going to say cheers.
Cheers.
And we'll see you guys in another beer review.